let's get started. Now I'm gonna need you to lie absolutely still, and I want you to breathe evenly, not too deep, not too shallow. That's it. Nice and steady.
So what's going on between you and Hayward?
Nothing.
Nothing? Well, you were certainly in there a long time.
What, are you standing guard duty?
Dixie, are you sick? Answer the question. Is there something wrong with you?
Who put that notion into your head?
You did. You know, nearly passing out my arms, that's a major tip-off.
Well, I told you I hadn't eaten breakfast. I was kind of weak.
So instead of going down to the cafeteria, you duck into Hayward's office?
I think I explained that, didn't I?
No, you didn't, not really. But while you're at it, why don't you explain what Opal meant when she mentioned something happened to you in New York?
Opal? Well, she has kind of a wild imagination, doesn't she?
Oh, you spin a pretty good yarn yourself. All I want is a straight answer. Are you sick or not?
You know, I have to get out of here. I don't want...
I know the rules, okay? I know we agreed, no questions asked, and I think that I've honored my half of the bargain. But that doesn't mean I stop caring about you. Now, if something is wrong, I just want to know what it is. Look, if there is a problem and you come clean about it, maybe I can help you. I mean, let's not forget that my father is the chief of staff, right? Well, Dixie, why would you talk to somebody like Hayward when you could talk to Dad? Or you could talk to Jake? Just tell me what it is so we can do something about it. You know what? You're really starting to scare the hell out of me here. I mean, what is so bad that you can't even say it out loud?
Hey, chill out and let her go.
Nobody asked you for your help, Graydon.
Is he giving you a hard time?
No, I'm fine. It's just, misunderstanding.
It's private misunderstanding, so do us a favor. There's the door. Why don't you use it?
He thinks I'm keeping something from him.
Why would you want to make it his business?
Well, because I'm in on Dixie's secret.
You? She wouldn't share a shoe size with somebody like you.
You'd be surprised.
What the hell are you doing? Get your hands off her.
Well, your ex still has a soft spot for you, Martin. That's why she didn't want you to know.
Know what?
Well, it's never easy to break news like this, but since you refuse to let this drop, brace yourself. Dixie never went to Paris. She's been in New York with me.
Well, this would be a good time for the earth to just open up and swallow me up whole. Well, that is after I die.
No. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We get out of bed eventually.
Well, I just feel like a brass-plated fool. Oh, here is your mail.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, if you're not going to save the coupon clipper,
Oh, sure.
yeah, it's Dollar Days at Kressler's. You know, they got Gold's corn pads, 2 packs for $1, 50% off on the 8-ounce can of medicated itch powder. Would somebody please stop me before I get into more embarrassing areas of personal hygiene?
Opal, I'm sorry that you were
Oh,
worried.
no, please don't apologize. Belinda is right. You are a grown man, and what you do after hours is just between you and Belinda and the bedpost.
No, I should have called you and told you that I wouldn't be going back to Cortland Manor last night, but I've been batching it for so long. You know, I guess I never figured that, you know, anybody would be worried with me coming and going as often as I wanted to. You know, please forgive me.
Oh, no, you forgive me, this flibbity-gibbet nosy Parker.
There's nothing to forgive.
I mean, really, Belinda is a terrific woman, and I'm just thrilled that the two of you, got together.
So am I.
Yeah, so you just go back to, whatever, and just pretend I never darkened your door. I'll leave the porch light on or not.
Don't wait up for me.
Oh, don't worry. No, I am asleep the minute my head hits the pillow, so, nighty-night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite, and if they do, kick them with a shoe.
Oh, my God.
Why do I feel like we're a couple of teenagers who just got caught necking up at Lover's Lane?
That Opal is something else. Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
at least you didn't ask us if we use protection.
Well, I'll never leave home without it.
She really likes you, doesn't she?
Yeah, that Opal. That's my mother hen.
Honey, let me help you there. Come on.
I can take care of myself.
Listen, I'm not crazy about Raquel staying here under the same.
Well, I'm not gonzo about it either. Last night I could hear her singing to Max. Maybe it soothed the kid, but it kept me up all night long.
Fine, we won't. We'll put her down the hall, all right? To respect everybody's privacy.
Oh, well, that takes care of the first 8 hours. What about the other 16?
Honey, I know it's not the best hand we've been dealt, but we've got to work with it, all right? What other choice do we have?
You want options? What about Max spends the days at the Pine Cone with Raquel and we take the night shift?
The days aren't the problem. It's at night when he gets scared.
Well, fine. We'll get him a nightlight.
He wants his mom.
Okay, well then he can sleep at the Pine Cone with Raquel and then we'll take the day shift.
We were granted full custody.
Temporary custody!
But I'm responsible for him. We're responsible for him, all right? And he's got to stay here at night. Trevor warned us that point is non-negotiable.
So that's it? I don't get a voice in all of this. You've made up your mind.
You know I care what you think.
Yeah, I get a say, but what I say doesn't matter.
Honey, we're bound by the court's ruling. What am I supposed to do? Do a 180 and go back to the judge and tell him we don't want custody of Max?
I am not asking you to do that.
I'm his dad, all right? And he doesn't know me. He thinks I'm the baseball man. Raquel, she has all the stories and all the lullabies to soothe him. And when she says, "Don't be afraid, Max," he believes her. I don't have that power.
You will if you give him a chance to get to know you.
And until then, we have a scared little kid on our hands, all right? I don't want Max going to bed crying every night.
Mateo, once he gets to know us, once he feels that he can trust us, he won't be afraid anymore. We don't need Raquel to make this work. All we need is a little time.
So where were we before we were so bizarrely interrupted?
Right about here.
Any regrets, counselor?
Just one.
What, you didn't like the champagne?
Oh, no. Champagne's divine.
Ah, you didn't like the right side of the bed.
Any side of the bed you're on is okay with me.
Wait a minute. So what are you sorry about?
That we didn't consummate this whole deal a lot sooner.
The physical laws says that you cannot make up for wasted time.
Oh, really? Well, some laws were meant to be broken.
If Dixie was in New York with you, then I was on the Discovery with John Glenn.
It's not a joke, Tad. I was with Braden.
You were in the city the whole time.
Yes?
Well, then that message that you were supposed to give me, that was just
Pure fiction.
And you never went to Paris to see Lainey.
Opal knew where I was, I told her. And I also asked her not to tell you.
Why? Why would you want to keep me in the dark?
Because I didn't want to hurt you.
Let me get this straight. The night we were supposed to meet, on top of the Statler, the night you didn't show up, you were with him? Dixie, the whole thing, the affair to remember stuff, that was all your idea. I mean, you named the place, you set the date. You did all that so you could what? At the last minute, recast me with the Wall Street poet?
As far as I recall, you didn't show up either, Tad.
Yeah, well, you couldn't have known that while you were planning your New York adventure.
Well, she came by my place that afternoon. It was strictly a goodwill visit. She offered to put in a good word for me with her Uncle Palmer.
Seeing as how you had nothing better to do, right?
But I'd already managed to work my way back into Mr. Cortland's good graces.
Work or worm?
You're funny. Dixie was happy for me. And I invited her to stay for coffee. We got to talking, and it turns out we have a lot in common.
And before you know it, you just lost track of the time.
You know how it is.
No, actually, I don't. So you blew me off just so you could make time with Palmer's new flunky.
Braden and I are just friends, okay? That's all there is to it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, it's been a real barrel of monkeys standing here trading cliches with you two. You take it easy. Don't be a stranger, huh?
I hope what I said was all right.
You were brilliant.
Talk to my secretary about an appointment. I have a patient in post-op.
This won't take long.
This is the second time that you've barged into my office today.
Fine. You give me a straight answer, it won't happen again. What's wrong with Dixie?
Who said there's anything wrong?
Don't play with me, Hayward. It doesn't take a genius to figure out there's something out of whack. Dixie was in your office earlier. If you're treating her for something, I want to know what she's up against. And I want to know now.
So, what'd you think? Ooh, I still have the touch. Bye-bye.
You could put your eyes back in their sockets. They're not even dancing.
Oh, yes, they are.
Warning might be nice, Adam.
Fair warning.
Oh. Hey, listen, when can I get out of this pumping, you know? I have a meeting tomorrow morning, very early.
Reschedule.
I can't. It's the man from Los Angeles, you know, interviewing for the producer spot.
Do I know him?
I don't think so, but the buzz is he's very hot.
It's been nice getting to know you.